morning, everybody. Throughout the beginning of my life, God was not always a huge part of it. I actually didn't start my faith journey until just a few years ago when I started confirmation. When I was younger, I had always gone to church on random occasions, and of course for Christmas and other holidays. But I never really thought about why I was going or even what it was all about. Throughout these past few years in confirmation, I have learned amazing things about myself and God. And I have experienced God in my life in several ways. And the way that God is in my life is very meaningful to me. This past year has been one of the toughest of my life. I've had experiences and feelings that I hope none of you ever have to go through. It is also one of the toughest years because not only did I go through a terrible thing, but I also questioned God and his ways, and because of that, I have never been so disappointed in myself. In April, I was physically assaulted by one of my classmates at Jefferson High School. Even worse than the physical assault was the fact that during the assault, I was surrounded by my fellow classmates in the hallway, and all they did was stand there, watching and recording what was happening to me on their cell phones. Immediately, I thought about why God would want something like this to happen to me, and why I was the person he chose for me to go through this. Several months after my assault, I realized that God didn't want me to go through this, but afterwards he helped me heal, move forward, and stood beside me through the hard times. I know now I wouldn't want to have anyone else to go through this, because I'm a better person today because of it. I continuously think about who I would have been today if God wasn't a part of my life at the time. And I know that because he was, and still is today, I have become a more understanding, strong, and patient person. I also think about how I would respond to the assault if I didn't understand more about my faith at the time, and that is what amazes me most. In my opinion, a lot of people would have had this experience set them back and discourage them. But in my case, I have done the opposite, and that is God's work and how he shines through me. That is the most insightful thing I've learned from my assault, and I hope to react the same way in the future when life throws me more obstacles. And although it happened roughly 7 months ago, I'm still working on bettering myself and taking my situation and turning it into something I can continue to learn from. I'm still working on my faith journey, and I know that it will continue to evolve throughout my whole entire life. So at this point, I can't simply write down what I believe and what I don't. But at some point, I hope that I can. Also that I believe in my faith truly enough to spread my thoughts and ideas amongst my family, friends, and peers. In the future, I hope to be involved with the church and to continue to be involved within my community. I have learned major life lessons in these past few years and have made friendships that will last a lifetime. It wasn't the large group discussions or even the music that we listened to on Wednesday nights, but it was the people I was with when I did these things that make me believe in God. It is hard to explain when you haven't experienced it, but it's much more than actually learning facts about God. It is the people that you experience it with, and faith that we all have. And when we all come together, that is what makes me believe. I am forever grateful to my parents and to all those who have helped guide me. Also to every single person that has made these past 3 years the most influential of my life. Thank you for listening, and God bless.